Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Do not vex the Muslims, do not find faults with them, and do not search for their mistakes." Mentioned by Ibn Hibban. Abu Barza al-Aslami radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "O assembly of people who accepted faith with their tongues, but Iman has not entered their hearts as yet. Do not backbite the Muslims and do not search for their faults, because when a person searches for their faults, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu shall search for his faults. And when Allah Jalla Jalaluhu searches for the faults of a person, He will disgrace him in his own house." Mentioned by Abu Dawud. Note, the first part of this hadith draws attention to the fact that backbiting Muslims is the activity of the hypocrites and not of true Muslims. Anas al-Juhani radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates from his father, who said, "I joined the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in such and such battle. The people, they stood in such a way that the road became narrow and people could not pass through. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent an announcer to call out, 'Whoever constricted the places and roads in such a manner shall not receive the reward of jihad.'" Mentioned by Abu Dawud. Abu Umama radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever exposes the back of a Muslim and strikes him without due cause shall meet Allah Jalla Jalaluhu in such a manner that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will be angry with him." Mentioned by Tabarani. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, "Do you know who a bankrupt person is?" The companions radiallahu ta'ala anhum replied, "We consider a bankrupt person to be one who has neither dirhams, money, nor possessions." He sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The bankrupt person from my ummah is the one who will come on the day of resurrection with salah, fasting, and zakah." At the same time, he had been abusive to one person, slandered another person, devoured the wealth of a person, shed the blood of another person, and struck someone else. So the person who was wronged will be given from good deeds of this person, and the next wronged person will be given from the good deeds of this person. If all his good deeds are finished before all his wrongs are paid for, the evil deeds of those whom he wronged will be taken and flung onto him. He will then be flung into the hellfire. Mentioned by Muslim. Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Abusing a Muslim is an obvious sin, and killing him is unbelief, kufr." Mentioned by Bukhari. Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The person who is abusive towards a Muslim is like a person who is on the verge of destruction." Mentioned by Tabarani. Iyad ibn Himar radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates, "I said, O Messenger of Allah, there is person from my tribe who is abusive towards me, although he is of a lower case than me. Should I exact revenge from him?" The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "People who are mutually abusive are like two devils who are vulgar towards each other and accuse each other of being liars." Mentioned by Ibn Hibban. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayh.